Please welcome this morning's keynote speaker, Carey.
We're going to talk about the Palm Beach brands, and with 400 plus very informed stakeholders here in the room this morning, it's really the Palm Beach brands, plural, and you will have no problem recognizing the distinction between the community brand and the destination brand. There are really two clear brands here. Destination brands are defined by a list of current characteristics about a town. What are the hotels here? Who lives here? Where's the great shopping? What is there to do? Where are the great restaurants? All that really is focused on tourism marketing. The key message points are then expressed externally across a whole brand stream of platforms. The external message going out to the world. I'm not talking about internally here. The idea is to lay down a coherent, consistent public impression across the full brand stream. When you look at the profile of a successful brand, the Palm Beach destination brand truly hits every mark, checks off every mark. Promises something, delivers, unique within the market area, relevant to an audience large enough to use and keep using it, popular, remain in demand, and consumers must be aware of the brand and believe it has value. Community brand. Okay, now here's the distinction. A community brand is based upon the opinions and sentiments of residents and stakeholders, not visitors. It's truly residents and how they feel about their own city and town, its history, heritage, and how they feel about its future. It's about their views on what the town has to offer to residents, visitors, investors. In an ideal scenario, the local beliefs would then become adopted by visitors and kind of leach into the destination brand, making it all the more authentic. This is Portland, Oregon. Their brand really springs exclusively from residents who are very proud of Portland's status as the most sustainable community in the United States. So they have great images of their farmers market all over their website, think global, eat local, really very, very nice. But again, focused, it's a resonant message, and that's what the world sees. Fort Lauderdale takes the opposite approach. Find Your Sunny. Very, very visitor-focused, yet at the same time, Find Your Sunny is relevant to residents as well, of course. But still, they are looking externally to bring as many people in as they can. Delray Beach does a beautiful job in representing both community and the destination on their website. Really beautiful job. Here's Palm Beach's website, but don't judge it here because it's going to go through a massive retooling. It's governmental, very governmental and rather generic looking here, but like all of you know, Palm Beach is really the best of everything, and so the new website will truly reflect for both residents and visitors that gold standard that really is Palm Beach. Social media truly has just permanently changed the game. There is no going backwards. It changed the game on how brands are viewed, but how we communicate with one another. Brands, though, because of social media, have less control than they ever did before about their own brand. There are many more ways to reach niche audiences because of social media, but you have less control because the conversation is all around you. Before, it used to be the brand talks to the media talks to the widest audiences. That's the old way. Here's the new way. Look at the full engagement. The brand is overlapped with the audiences. Audiences like a page and engage with the brand. They post content on a brand's page. The media is part of the whole loop, so truly that intersecting point is what I want to drive home here this morning. The way that Palm Beach looks and feels online is really, really very important, and it's not just for visitors. It's really for residents as well. You really need to achieve consistency across the brand stream, and everything that you develop needs to look like it springs from the same well. So let's go back to the brand. Are brands supposed to motivate residents, or are they supposed to attract visitors and investors? The answer to that is that great destinations do both. Building and sustaining pride of place among residents and stakeholders, I can't overstate that. That is so important here. And then, of course, projecting an authentic, appealing external message. It generates investment, spending, builds the economy, creates jobs, etc. Good Good place brands really contribute in a significant way to economic development. They bring money into the economy that's spent in local businesses that pay their rent, that improve their location, that create jobs, that just feeds into the whole cycle. And before anybody starts to throw what's left of your breakfast at me, I know perfectly well that in Palm Beach you do not want more building, you do not want more traffic, you do not want busloads of visitors to turn Palm Beach in the winter into Jackson Hole in the summer. And if you ask a resident of Jackson Hole what's it like in the height of the summer, they would tell you that they live in an anthill. So it's really, it kind of has, the amount of visitors has kind of ruined the experience. So Sun Valley took a look at what happened to Jackson Hole and did not want that to happen to themselves. And there's a lot of correlation between the Sun Valley brand and the Palm Beach brand. We haven't started to sell lift tickets yet, but Sun Valley's social heritage is a defining part of their brand. Their natural beauty is the bedrock of the appeal there. So there are quite a lot of correlations between us. So Sun Valley wanted more visitors, but the right kind of visitors, so that the Sun Valley experience was not impinged or compromised. So, any of that sound familiar? So here's what I have to say. I have to tip my hat, chapeau as the French say, to the marketing team who came up with this. Sun Valley either just launched or is about to launch a marketing campaign that features a $500,000 package of absolutely exquisite videos that expresses and shares the Sun Valley experience. It's absolutely beautiful. But at the end of every one, there's an interactive component that asks the viewer, hey, did you like this video? And it gives you a multiple choice response. So if you checked off the first one that says, I love it, can't wait to get there, excuse me, you are routed through into a response track that then Sun Valley marketing people start to engage with you in a normal way. But if you checked number 2 that said, woohoo, love that powder, but where's all the action? Where are the nightclubs? You're actually routed into a response track that suggests that you ought to explore Vail and Aspen because you're going to like it more. I mean, can you believe that? But, you know, they want people that will fit into the Sun Valley experience and feed into the Sun Valley experience. I mean, I think it's brilliant. You know, if there's one thing that really unites people that have been here a long time with new arrivals to the town, it is the pride and prestige of being associated with Palm Beach, which is one of the most beautiful towns in the world by anyone's measure. You should also, though, care about the value creation component. And the value creation permeates a lot of different levels in Palm Beach, but just take the most very basic one that matters to us all, real estate values. As long as Palm Beach is viewed as a wonderful place to live, real estate values hold or rise. Should something happen that puts the brand into decline, real estate values will absolutely follow. Great brands like Palm Beach have an inherent ability to spin off brand extensions of themselves. And while the town of Palm Beach doesn't do it itself, there are a number of private entities that do, starting again with Lily Pulitzer 50 or 60 years ago, whenever she started her company. She really capitalized on that mystique of the Palm Beach lifestyle and created a beautiful product. Island Trading Company, Stubbs & Wooten, they all trade on the Palm Beach brand, and it's a good thing. It's good for the vitality of the brand, it's good for the longevity, it's really good. So I think everybody's aware of the short survey that the Chamber circulated, the Civic Association, I believe, forwarded it around to people, the Shiny Sheet promoted it. We wanted to try to get at some attitudes of residents and how they feel about Palm Beach and their community brand, even though we didn't define it as such. But I put together the themes that were dominant so that we could really kind of get some insight into the genetic code of the community brand. I was just amazed at how dominant safety was with the town. People in the town are so proud of their police and fire. It is just extraordinary. I think it's like 95% of the responses cited police and fire and the overall safety and the value they place on that. It was really very impressive. Natural and man-made beauty, everybody talks about the manicured hedges, the majesty of Royal Palm Way. Wealth itself was pulled out and cited as something that they say when they describe Palm Beach. Style, both personal and architectural. We're obviously very, very proud of of that. History and heritage, always right up there. And actually, the exclusivity component, people are very proud of and feel it's an important thing to cite when they're talking about Palm Beach. So it speaks volumes. Palm Beach is very, very proud of itself. The Palm Beach brands, both the community and the destination brand, are strong, valuable assets that really matter to residents, matter to visitors, matter to neighboring communities, investors and visitors. Brands are breathing, living, evolving things. They need to be fed and watered. They need to stay healthy and out there doing their job.